Hi, this is James Maroney, the founder of First Choice College. And in today's episode of the First Choice 5, we're going to talk about whether you should apply early action, early decision, or regular decision, and what's the difference between those programs. First, I think it's important to understand the key distinctions between early decision and early action. Early decision is a binding contract, meaning that you're telling the college, if you accept me, I will go to your college. You can only apply to one college, early decision, and if you're accepted, you have to go there. Early action, on the other hand, you apply to a college early, you'll find out earlier, but you are not obligated to go to that college. You still have the opportunity to compete admissions offers and apply to other colleges. What I would say is if a college offers early action, you should always apply early action. What are the benefits? A lot of colleges only give out their merit scholarships to the people who apply early. You're making a commitment, and they want to commit to the people who are committing to them. The other thing is there are some studies that show applying early improves your chances of getting accepted, the same as adding 100 points to your SAT score. Another way to look at, either early action or early decision is from a numbers perspective. Many of the top colleges fill up to 40% of their incoming class from the early pool, which means if you're applying early, 100% of the seats are open. If you're applying regular, only 60% of the seats are open, and they don't get 40% of their applications in the early pool. So from a numbers perspective, again, there are more opportunities if you apply early. So if a school offers early action, again, you don't get to choose. It's what program the school offers. You should always apply early action. Early decision is a much tougher choice. You need to know by October where you want to go spend the next 4 years of your life. And you need to have compared all of the schools and be really certain that that's where you want to go. Again, it will improve your chances of getting in. One of my friends was a coach at an Ivy League college, and he said the best piece of advice that he could give a student who wanted to go to an Ivy League school was to pick one and apply early decision, as that really is your best shot of getting into the school. Possible drawbacks to apply an early decision, it's binding. And so you can't compete financial aid offers. If financial aid is going to be a major issue for you, you really should not apply early decision. Again, it's a little different at the Ivy Leagues because they guarantee to meet your full need. The same as some of the NESCAC, the smaller private schools, or a Stanford, or any school really that guarantees to meet your full need. You're going to get the same package whether you applied early, or regular. They're going to make it possible for you to attend there. But with other schools that don't guarantee to meet 100% of your need, oftentimes you need to have other comparable schools to be able to see what's the best package for you. So again, applying early action, yes, you should definitely do that. Applying early decision, it's really only if you've done all of your homework ahead of time. Applying early, typically the deadlines are anywhere from November 1st up until December 1st. So for early decision or early action, so you have to be ready now. This is, when in the time when you're going back to school in early September, really to ask for your letters of recommendation, get your essays and applications filled out, and meet with your guidance counselor, and fill out your secondary school request forms. So to have your transcript sent to the colleges. Another thing, and again, it always. The answer to everything in college, I think, is as you've learned, is it depends. It depends on where you apply. Well, are early decision and early action the only programs that for applying early? No. Yale has what's called single choice early action, that you can only apply to Yale early action, and if you get accepted, you don't have to go there. They do allow you, I believe, to apply to your state school early action as well. Again, because many colleges give their best merit packages to the early pool, so they don't want you to miss that opportunity from your own state school. So Yale and I believe Stanford offer single choice early action, and then BC and I believe Georgetown have restrictive early action. What's that? That is that you can apply to as many schools as you want early action, but you can't apply there if you've applied somewhere else early decision. So that's their program. So you really need to check at the school's program. Another thing that some colleges offer are ED1 and ED2, early decision round 1, early decision round 2. And so you can actually apply to a school ED2 after you've heard, from other school, maybe you have your top two choices, and if your first choice you don't get accepted ED1, you can go to your second school and apply for ED2. Again, if you don't, a lot of times people are afraid, well, what if I apply early and don't get in? Usually, if you don't get in early, it means you wouldn't have gotten in, for regular admission. The other thing is it gives you a lot of good information. Typically, out of an early decision or early action pool, a college is either going to accept you or defer you. They'll only reject a small percentage. If you get rejected applying early, it means you had no shot. You're out of your league, so to say, and that will help you give you the information. Wow, I really need to revise my list and revise my strategy. The other thing is, if you're close and they need to see a first semester's worth of grades, they're going to defer you and you'll get looked at again. So again, if you can't apply early action, you should apply early action. Thanks for watching this episode of the First Choice 5, College Planning in 5 Minutes or Left, and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode.